all this news on the debt ceiling showdown in Washington has been tough enough for adults to figure out, but what if your kids have questions about it? CBS News national correspondent Chip Reid looks at one family and the message this stalemate is sending to the next generation.
Who's the person in the middle, do you know?
Lady Liberty.
On the east side of the Capitol building, Mark McInturf is giving his family a lesson about how things get done in Washington, which includes a quiz for the kids.
You know, questions like, who are our representatives, who are our senators?
But as he teaches his family about how Congress works in theory, in practice, it's another story.
The biggest core part of their policy is trickle-down economics. It failed in the Reagan years, and it's failing again now.
The President of the United States has yet to submit a plan to deal with the debt crisis.
As the Tuesday deadline approaches to reach a deal on raising the debt limit, many Americans are concerned about the lessons the younger generation is learning from the gridlock on Capitol Hill.
The way Congress is working now, it seems that if we teach our children if they take example from what the Congress is doing, then I'm wondering about our future as a country.
According to the latest Gallup poll, only 18% of Americans approve of the job Congress is doing. McInturf supports Republican attempts to push Congress to cut spending before reaching a deal, but he adds there's plenty of blame to go around.
Well, I think obviously the founders would be probably pretty shocked and maybe a little alarmed about the way it works now versus then. It seems like to me there's a lack of compromise on both sides.
His children are not only listening, but adding their own bit of wisdom.
Sacrifice. That's what I think of compromise, that people give up things because people may not agree with one another, so someone sacrifices their opinion and says, okay, let's do this.
If only Congress were listening. Chip Reid, CBS News, Washington.